Hi there, tarot lovers and soul healers. Our card of the day is the reverse Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is the thief in this tarot deck, and if you have a look, he's stealing 5 swords from an encampment, and there are 2 swords stuck behind him. And this thievery, when it's reversed, is something that we might find ourselves in denial of, or rejecting in some way, unconscious of in another way, or just plain ignoring, whether we want to see this as conscious ignoring or unconscious ignoring, but it's usually an unconscious story. And when we speak about the thieving of the swords, it's like a borrowing of ideas, or it's like a taking of a belief. It's like a grabbing of an idea or a thought that somebody has and making somebody else's thought our own. And that's kind of like the thievery. That's the stealing in this way. It's about taking an idea that's not our fundamental truth and yet making it our fundamental truth. And so when we do this unconsciously, and when this is a part of our programming, which it is a part of all of our programming as children, we borrowed ideas from our parents. This might not be, our fundamental truth, but it is the truth that we have come here to adopt and learn from and learn to move beyond a lot of the time. And so we borrow these ideas to fit in. We borrow these ideas to relate to our family. We borrow these ideas maybe sometimes as a coping mechanism so that we can just get along with people a little bit better. We will put ourselves down. We will make ourselves small. We will pretend that our needs don't need to be met in order to just fit in better, in order to please other people in our environment, in order to not be so much of an annoyance or an issue or a problem with somebody else. And this becomes a trait, this becomes a belief that I don't need to be seen, I don't need to be heard, my opinion isn't important, or somebody else's opinion is more important than my own. Why? Because, hey, when I listen to somebody else and when I copy somebody else, they look at me and they're happy. They're happy that I am mirroring back to them who they are. And parents will do this a lot of the time. They'll see even their negative traits in a child, and they'll go, "Oh, look, he's a lazy, or he's a this, he's a that," and they'll laugh at obvious negative traits that we'll pick up and copy, even though they're not their truth, nor our truth, nor anybody's truth really. But they allow us to fit into a role, a norm, a known, and a quality which is understood and recognizable and identifiable. And so we borrow these traits, and we have a lot of them. And there is this question about how honest we can be with ourselves, and the unconscious patterns of holding on to certain ideas means that we believe in certain truths about ourselves, and we tell ourselves, for example, "Oh, that's just the way I am. Oh, yes, I've always been that way." And we may make these sayings or these beliefs stronger than they actually need to be. We deny that they come from somebody else. We think that they're actually us, because as long as we've known them, as long as we've known ourselves consciously with an intellect, they have been ourselves. And on some degree, this is true. But on another degree, on a deeper, more honest level, this is not true at all. And it's this level which this card is asking us to dive into a little bit more, or maybe it's asking us to practice a deeper level of honesty in order to decipher what's our truth and what isn't. There's a tendency when this is upside down to be susceptible to manipulation by other people, to borrow other people's ideas so much, or to give so much importance to other people's ideas that it becomes even maybe dangerous to us, or definitely it can promote self-destructing patterns and beliefs as far as our life is concerned. this can represent this over tendency for gullibility, and there's this also this susceptibility to gaslighting and to where we believe in what other people say, and we look at this in the world today. There's a bit of this going on globally, where the media loves to promote certain ideas and everybody just chooses to believe in it, and we're stealing these ideas, and in this stealing, we're stealing from our own truth, we're stealing from our own identity, but unconsciously so. And this unconsciousness can be for many reasons. So that we can fit in, so that we can not stand out, so that we don't have to fight against something that doesn't seem right, or we don't even have to question stories, so that we can just carry on in our lovely daydream that this life is all about for us. Whatever it is the reason, we're asked to step out of that daydream. We're asked to become more conscious, and we're asked to actually question what it is that we are here to let go of, and here to stop buying into, and here to break the patterns about in our lives, and so that we can really step into a new version ourselves, and maybe leave these 5 swords behind and grab those 2 that are our fundamental truth, that are based in our deepest, most honest nature with ourselves. This has been this reading. Hope it's helpful to you in some way. This is the card of the day. Like and subscribe and comment, and wish you all a fantastic day.